All right, guys, listen up because I want to be able to save you guys some money when it comes to trying to find a firearm for your wife, right? There are, for those of you who don't know me, let me start there. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jennifer. I'm the women's handgun instructor at Downtown Tactical. And there are three main issues that I see every single time a guy comes into our shop in order to find a firearm for his wife. All right, number one, it's too big and bulky. And as a result, she doesn't want to carry it because it doesn't fit in her hands. It doesn't conceal well. It's a revolver instead of a semi-automatic. And there's a whole issue of contention with that, but we strongly recommend that if you're going to look for a firearm for your wife, that it be a semi-automatic, and there's a number of reasons for that. But number two, it's not a caliber that she wants to shoot or that she likes shooting. If all she can do is control a 380, then you need to be able to get her a 380. Now, we'd recommend that she work her way up to at least a 9 because 9 is going to give you better stopping power than a 380. And you can actually YouTube the Sonora and Desert Institute for all of their um, ammunition tests to see what the difference is between the stopping power of a 380 versus a 9. So you can YouTube that. But if 380 is, if that's all she feels comfortable shooting, then that's what you want to get her. You don't want to get her a 9. You don't want to get her 40 or a 45 or anything like that. You want to get her the caliber that she's comfortable shooting. And then number three, it's the other issue that a lot of guys face is that it's not something that she wants to do. So if she doesn't want to shoot, there's nothing that you can do to make her want to shoot. And a lot of times what happens is a wife will just say, okay, hon, well, if you think that's best, then just get me something, get me whatever. And that's not the way that you want to go about getting a firearm for an individual. Choosing a firearm is a very personal experience, all right? So imagine when you were going out and you were trying to figure out your first firearm. I mean, how many firearms did you put your hands on before you finally decided this is the one for me? Now, there are like I've got guns that I like to shoot, but there's only one main one that I carry, but I have guns that feel good in my hands that I like to shoot, but it's not one that I carry. And so there's some options there that you need to consider as well. But the three main reasons is that number one, it's too big and bulky. Number two, it's a caliber that she doesn't like. And number three, she doesn't want to do it. All right. So, gentlemen, I want to save you some money when you decide that, hey, my wife needs a firearm or this is something that we have to do is number one, you want to try and get her on board with the process. And in order to do that, you need to hit the emotional aspects of it. You need to remember that while women are emotional creatures, we're emotional creatures. And so when you are trying to convince your wife that you need to get a firearm or that she needs a firearm for protection, you need to make her understand that it's not just for home defense. Is if you're out in public and you're threatened by somebody or somebody's threatening your children, or if there's a loose dog, a rabid dog on the prowl. My sister actually ended up having to use her firearm against a pit bull. And it was unfortunate, but her training and the fact that she actually had that firearm not only helped her, but it helped our mother, it helped our neighbor. This dog was chasing people, so it became a very personal experience for her. So you want to hit the emotional pain points of the person that you're trying to get this firearm for. All right. So you need to make sure, number one, that she's on board. Two, if it has to be a caliber that she's comfortable shooting. So if she's only practiced with the 380, she doesn't want a 9, she doesn't want the recoil of a 9, then keep her at a 380. You just need to make sure that you have really, really good defensive rounds at that point to make up for that loss in stopping power that you would get from either a 9 or a 45, for example. Those are better calibers for stopping power than a 380. And once again, you can just check the Sonora and Desert Institute for those test results. But get her really, really good defensive ammo if she wants to shoot a 380. And then number three, take her with you. So take her with you. When you go to get this firearm, don't just leave her in the car. Don't leave her home. Don't surprise her with it. Take her with you. All right. Women like to choose things themselves. So your wife would probably not want you going out and buying her a pair of shoes or buying her a new handbag or buying her a new pair of jeans. She's not going to want you to just go and buy her a firearm, all right? If she's involved in the process, she's more likely to pick something that she likes to shoot, pick something that she feels comfortable carrying, and then pick something that she's going to use so that you don't end up wasting your hard-earned dollars, especially in this economy, right? So make sure that you take her with you so that she can have the firearm in her hands. She can feel whether or not it's too big and bulky for her. And then that way, when she's involved in the process, she's already emotionally invested, she's involved in the decision process, you're more likely to choose a firearm that she is going to end up using and you won't end up wasting your money.